Everything is vibration. You put out a good vibration. The only thing that responds to a good vibration is a good vibration. Bad vibrations are on a different frequency. They don't mix each other. You put out a vibration, you're going to get back what that vibration is. It's called resonance. If you're an unhappy person and you're broadcasting that, the only person that will be affected by that unhappiness is somebody else is unhappy because they're resonating from the same thing. All of a sudden I realized as I started to change, it's like, be happy. Just be happy. Yeah. And it's like people want to be happy. I work in belief change programs with people. We have people test for the belief, I love myself. 80 to 90% of every audience will not test positive to I love myself. Where the hell did this come from? Well, the first thing is this, being criticized as a child because you downloaded the criticism, not good enough, not smart enough, not lovable, whatever. The parents were trying to help you get better. They made it worse because they put those programs in. If you can't love yourself, then you can't accept love. Someone says they love you and you have a mind, I'm not lovable. Then you look at them and go, well, obviously you have no quality control. I know I'm not lovable. What are you saying? And you'll push people away and then nobody will be there. And then guess what? You say, see, I'm not lovable. Nobody's here. But you didn't realize you were responding to that. 95% of our behavior is coming from below consciousness. And we're the ones that can't see it when we play it. But everybody else, of course, is seeing exactly what we're doing. So the whole idea is, are you living the life you want, or are you living the life you've been programmed? And the answer, unfortunately, is most of us are living the life we've been programmed. And the programming comes from other people. So it's not our lives. Those things that we want and we work hard and we sweat over and put a lot of effort. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this happen. I'm working real hard. Why are you working so hard? And the answer is not because the universe won't give it to you, is because unconsciously your program does not support that destination and you're trying to override it with extra work and effort. So then life becomes a job, more or less, trying to get those things you want when your program unconsciously is sabotaging you. What I have to say is this, knowledge is power, and lack of knowledge is a lack of power. When people don't know that they're involved with their own life and their own genetics and their own behavior because they're programmed to be the victim, then they become a victim because they have no knowledge of this. Let's wake up. You are powerful if you understand how this works. And if you don't understand how it works, you just say, no, it's not me. I'm not in control. And people walk away feeling like there's nothing I can do. The genes are controlling this and I don't control the genes. Well, that's the story that's wrong. And when people are allowed to walk away from a medical practitioner with that belief, then that practitioner in no way has helped that patient, because the idea is this, as you said, I've got to help them get a better attitude when they walk out of this building. I have to give them more power so that they have more power. Because if they walk out saying, there's nothing I can do, then the game is over. Every night when you go to bed, your brain is operating in theta. Well, theta is hypnosis. So I said, what can you do? And this is the old story. You've heard people do it. You put a pair of earphones on at night. You play a program that you want to be true in your life. The moment you fall asleep, the conscious mind shut off, but the subconscious mind is now in record theta. So whatever is coming through the earphones at that moment after you fall asleep, you don't hear it, but the subconscious mind is hearing it and downloading it in a state of theta. The first way of changing a belief system is to get into theta. And this is called self-hypnosis. Put the earphones on, play the program. Subconscious mind learns in two fundamental ways naturally. Hypnosis, repetition, practice. You want to drive a car, you didn't learn how by just getting in the seat and put the key in. You had to practice driving the car. You want to learn the alphabet. How many times did you go from A to Z? Try to go to A to Z before you can complete it. Once you completed it, you didn't have to go back and do it again. So two phases. You want to train the subconscious mind. Hypnosis, repetition. Repetition is a habit. It's making habit. So you got to do something religiously in the sense of repeating it to make it work. If you believe genes control your life, you're a victim of your heredity. When I say genetic control, that's the belief that genes control our character. When I say epigenetic control, almost sounds the same, but epi means above. So when I say epigenetic control, literally it's control above the genes. And this is what we now recognize, that the environment, and very specifically our perception of the environment, changes our genetic activity. So that means, well, wait, that's not a victim, because I can change my environment. I can change my perception, and all of a sudden, if I can do that, then I can control my genes. We're going from victim to mastery.